I never thought one tiny kitten would change my life. It started on an ordinary day at the shelter. I was just a new foster volunteer, nervous, excited, not really knowing what I was getting into. Then I heard about this little guy. A 5-day-old kitten had been brought into Metro Animal Care and Control in Nashville. He was completely alone. No mama, no litter mates. Just this frail, silent baby struggling to breathe, eyes sealed shut, body barely hanging on. They didn't think he was going to make it. He needed a foster home that day. The shelter just doesn't have the staff to bottle feed newborn kittens around the clock. And without help, well, he wouldn't last long. So without even thinking, I said, I'll take him. I had no experience with something this critical, but I had a warm home, 2 hands, and a heart that kept whispering, try. I brought him home that night. I didn't even name him. I was too scared to. I just called him Tiny Little Squirt. And for the next few days, it was touch and go. One moment I thought he was getting better. The next, he'd crash. He had infections in both eyes. He was barely eating. I was terrified. But Squirt, he fought. Oh, he fought harder than I've seen any creature fight. I went from store to store, grabbing anything I could, kitten formula, tiny bottles, soft blankets. I got him a little stuffed animal with a heartbeat built in. And I nestled him in with heating pads to mimic his mama's warmth. And finally, he started to purr. He started eating more, gaining weight. His eyes began to clear up, little by little. I carried him everywhere, even to work, just so I could feed him every few hours, help him go potty, and make sure he was still breathing. He was delayed in everything, weeks behind other kittens his age. But when he finally started eating real food on his own, I cried. I cried right there in the kitchen. And by then, the name Squirt had stuck. He became this curious, clumsy, hilarious little ball of fluff with the silliest personality. And he followed me everywhere, like a shadow with whiskers. Just before I started fostering, I lost my old cat, my best friend for over 14 years. I found her behind a dumpster when I was just a kid. When she passed, I was heartbroken. I started fostering to help heal that grief. But what I didn't expect was Squirt. By the time he was ready for adoption, my heart already knew he wasn't leaving. So yeah, I guess I failed as a foster fail as we call it, but in the best possible way. Today, Squirt is healthy, strong, and full of mischief, and I'm the lucky human who gets to call him mine. That tiny, half-blind baby who almost didn't make it, he's now my best friend, and I wouldn't change a single second of our journey.